Welcome to Duo Chat with Brittany
and Cynthia, where we talk about drama shows
like Dawson's Creek, One Tree Hill, and more.
Hi, everyone. I'm Brittany.
And I'm Cynthia.
So we just wanted to do a quick couple updates on the headlines that have been out there this week. Have you seen any?
What's her name? Joey.
Yeah.
I didn't look into it though.
Yeah. Well, I guess we can just quick do a One Tree Hill one. Austin Nichols said that the reboot is in a healthy place.
Right.
As my eyes are rolling. I'm not thrilled about the reboot. I did see that some people were saying, if there's not one Scott in it, then what's the point? Because I agree with that. I mean, obviously Lucas is not coming back. I mean, so of course people are mad because Nathan and Haley aren't in it, and that's the whole thing. Is yes, the show revolved around the brothers. Well, once season 7 came and Lucas was no longer in it, there was still Nathan Scott. You still had a Scott to represent the show.
Right.
How are you going to do a reboot without a Scott? I mean, you're not even going to put Lydia Scott in it. Like, there's no Scott in it. Like, okay, yeah, I guess you could say like Peyton's kid is a Scott. Well, no one is going to give a rat's butt about Sawyer if we don't have the brothers or a brother in there. Like, and a lot of people were saying that, the stable couple is Nathan and Haley. That's what they want to see. They don't really care that much about a Brooke and Peyton show. And I kind of agree with them because, again, Nathan and Haley are my favorite. I love the Scotts, like the Scott brothers. So, it's very, and a lot of people did say when season 7 hit and Lucas and Peyton were no longer in it, a lot of people said it was a different show. Some people didn't like the last 3 seasons. Some people say that they should have cut the show off after season 6. If that's what people are saying, just from the original show, that the show should have stopped after season 6,
right?
Then how in the world can you do a reboot without any Scott? Yeah,
I don't know.
That's my thought is, if this is what fans are saying, then how do you move forward with only Brooke and Peyton? I mean, the 2 people who were only on the show, let's be for real, the show was not revolved around them. The show was revolved around the brothers. They were just the girls to look pretty next to them. If that's the case, how do you do a show without them? You don't. And if you do, how good can it be? So, because a lot of people's favorite people are not going to be in it. So, so yeah, that's an update that there's scripts going back and forth with like the writers. I don't know what's going to happen. For their sake, I guess I hope it goes good, but I don't know. I don't know how good it's really going to go.
Right. Yeah. Maybe it'd make a bit more sense if it wasn't in Tree Hill and they make it like a Payne and Brooke spinoff in like LA or New York or something, but then that would give it a different, vibe of the show as well. And people would only be looking for One Tree Hill already still. So I can't see really which way they could spin it without making people want the original Tree Hill kind of energy that I gave.
Right. And because again, if you say it's in California, then it's going to be like the OC vibe. If it's in like New York, there's going to be like a
Gossip Girl
vibe. Like, no, that's not One Tree Hill.
Yeah, I think that's why One Tree Hill stood out too, because it was in a place that usually, shows weren't placed in, so.
Yeah, because
It
a
was
lot of it
different.
is like LA and
Mm,
New York.
yeah.
That's why for us it always stood out as a show that we could relate to because it wasn't, we
Rich
don't.
kids in those
Right.
states.
Right, it wasn't, and yeah, there are a couple of rich kids, but they
Mhm.
didn't act like how they acted and represented themselves, it wasn't rich, like, it was things you could relate to still. Like,
Mhm.
a lot of those shows, The OC, Gossip Girl, I cannot relate to those kids. Like, their fashion and everything.
Mhm.
I don't wear their clothes. I wear what One Tree Hill wears. Like, it's that too. So, and again, so somebody pointed out, they said, I can already see how the intro of the show is. Lucas dies.
Mhm.
And I was like, yep.
I mean, they could with his heart condition, but that would be intense.
But again, nobody's gonna believe that.
Mhm.
Who's
I
gonna
mean,
sit
that
there
would
and believe that? We all know that.
yeah, I mean, that would be more believable than him just leaving them, like, taking off and leaving like Dan, but yeah.
But that's the only way the show would actually somewhat make sense is him dying.
Mhm.
But then again, fans are not gonna be happy if you say he died.
Right.
Just like fans were not happy when you say Jen died on Dawson's Creek. It does not happen. Like
Mhm.
you're just gonna make everybody mad. That's all.
Right.
Like that's the only way I can see it is you're gonna make people mad.
Mhm.
And I don't get why they just can't do a show with just them. Like, I mean, with just different names and like, best friends
Yeah,
having a
like,
show. Like, why you gotta actually make it One Tree Hill? I don't understand.
yeah, like how they were all on, Good Sam as different characters, that worked.
Yeah, like do that. Like, because they
Mhm.
want to do it with Bevan and Daniil. Well, go ahead. The four of you go make a show together. Like, why do you have to make it One Tree Hill? The only reason why I think they're only making it One Tree Hill is because they want to use the fandom of One Tree Hill because they know it's so successful. Well, it's not exactly One Tree Hill if the people ain't in it. So
Yeah, and, like, a lot of One Tree Hill fans always would watch movies that the cast were in together when they were different people anyways, so they could still do
do
it
it.
anyhow. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, that's the update. It's not really going that far. Like they're not
Mhm.
doing a lot
Yeah.
to make it. It was last year that they said the reboot or 2 years ago. It's like,
Yeah, about a year ago, yeah, almost, yeah.
yeah, it's like, okay, come on. Like
Mhm.
we're just never gonna and here's the thing. As the years keep going, it's never going to make more sense.
Yeah.
Like these kids are only going to keep in the original show, they're only going to get older. So
Mhm.
if you do a show in 2 years it comes out, well, it's definitely not going to make sense.
Yeah, only if they just pretend that the kids were born a lot later. Yeah.
Yeah, but it don't make sense.
Mhm.
So yeah, I mean the time frame is definitely not going to make sense as the years go on.
Mhm.
Um, So yeah, I don't know how they're going to do it, but I don't really see it going very far.
Yeah, and like I said, who knows? It's I don't know if I said it before actually, but maybe I think out of all the streaming services besides for HBO Max, like I think Netflix was a good call that they, made a deal with to have the show on there, but yeah, I don't know cuz Netflix has a habit of canceling shows too early, so it might happen here probably, who knows, but yeah. But I could also
Yeah.
see maybe people hate watching this show too, and then, just so they can vent about it online because that happens a lot too with bad shows, So I'm not saying it's gonna be bad, but you know what I mean? Like, yeah. It's gonna get
Yeah.
views either way.
Um, because I mean, Fuller House did it,
Mhm.
but they also kept a lot of original people.
Yeah, it was like everybody but,
Mary-Kate and Ashley.
yeah.
And DJ ended up with Steve,
Yeah.
like the original was.
Mhm.
So, yeah, again, you don't have these people in it, no one's gonna watch, no one's gonna care.
Mhm.
Like, it just is what it is.
Right.
So, but the exciting news, um, is yes, Katie Holmes and Joshua Jackson working together again
Mhm. Yeah.
after 20 years.
Right. I thought the timing was something considering Dr. Odyssey was just canceled. So
Well, that's probably why he can do it.
yeah.
Yeah, so Katie is actually writing it and directing it.
Right. Yeah, I saw that.
Um so isn't like the movie like they play husband and wife or something, or a couple that's in love or something?
I didn't look into it, so I have no idea.
Um and okay, so here's the thing, the bad part.
Mhm.
The bad part is it's they're filming right now in
Mhm.
New York.
Okay.
There are so many pictures the past few days that have been coming out of them filming,
Mhm.
like pictures of them. I don't want to see pictures of them filming people. I want to see the movie or show or
Mhm.
whatever it is. Like, I don't want to see pictures of them right now. Like, it ruins it for the movie.
Mhm.
Like, this is the only part that's bad about filming in New York is it ruins it.
Mhm.
And I remember even, 15 years ago when Gossip Girl was filming, there was a scene that they had to do twice outside because it was the finale.
Mhm.
So that people weren't getting like, "Oh, I know what that is," and ruining the ending. And it's like, yeah, I can see that happening for this movie
Mhm.
of it being in New York. So of course, and again, people are already posting about the pictures, like, stop ruining it for everybody.
Mhm.
Like, that's the only part I don't like is, yes, do I want to see them together? 100%. But at the same time, I don't want it to be ruined by all
Mhm.
these pictures coming out, you
Yeah,
know?
that's the only downside to recording there because they can block off the streets, but they can't block off people that are already in the buildings that are nearby and live there. So
And they can't take their phones away.
yeah.
Um, because yeah, I mean, I would much rather them take like pictures behind the scene, not the actual movie. Do you know what I mean? Like,
I
don't
mean,
ruin the movie for us. Like, I'd rather you show us pictures of them behind the scene, not them in action.
wouldn't that kind of be the same thing, just from a different angle and quality?
No, because you know how like you can goof off with your co-stars or your friends. You know,
Oh, you
you
mean
can
seeing
goof
out their
off.
trailers or something?
Yeah, just like being funny. Like I always see it of like co-stars like doing funny things like videos or pictures, and it's not them actually being their characters. It's them
Mhm.
being just them. I
Right.
see it.
Yeah.
I mean, Grey's Anatomy does it all the time. And
Yeah.
that's why I would much rather see that than see the actual filming.
Yeah. It's probably because they're not really social media people, as far as I know. So that's probably why. Like they don't know how to do it, or they don't really want to do it. So
But again, why we gotta see pictures of them filming?
because it's just bound to happen with filming these days with smartphones everywhere. So unfortunately.
Yeah. Sorry, this was like the downfall. The bad part is it's in New York, so it's
Mhm.
being blasted everywhere.
Mhm.
So we're seeing all these pictures. That's of course ruining the movie.
Mhm.
But yes, so everybody is like, of course, going crazy because they're like, this is what we wanted
Mhm.
for all these years.
Yeah.
Um, and I mean, here's the thing. You have to think too. I'm sure Katie had a hand in who she wanted.
Right. Because isn't this her movie? Her
Yes,
everything.
she wrote it and directed it. So I'm sure she had a hand in who she wanted to be in it.
Right.
I'm just saying, out of anyone
Mhm.
in the world, it's him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
So they
yeah,
must have had a. I didn't know anything about them really before. I mean, as a couple before watching Dawson's Creek. So I don't know if their breakup wasn't that bad, so they're able to do this after so long. Because other couples wouldn't be able to at all work together.
Well,
So,
they broke up before Joey and Pacey got together.
right.
So clearly they were able to work together because their chemistry never stopped.
Yeah, it's just like they're kind of stuck in that situation, whereas this was more a volunteer kind of thing. So I'm just surprised.
Well, I think they were good after, clearly.
Yeah. Hmm.
But yeah, so I literally think they broke the internet. Like the
Hmm.
so I'm really happy about that. Um and another thing that came out from I just saw it today from Busy Phillips.
Okay.
Okay, I gotta do like my eye roll. Okay, so obviously Busy knows what's out there. She knows that this kind of broke the internet in a good way. So she said, everybody loves Dawson's Creek, and I love it too. I'm happy that people are happy that we're all hanging out. Huh? No one gives a rat's ass that Busy and Michelle are friends. Like, we all know that they're friends. What?
I don't think I knew that.
They are. But I don't care. I care about Josh and Katie. So does the rest of the world. They don't care, Busy, that you have been friends with Michelle since the show. Like, they only see each other briefly. Like, I don't know what she's trying to make it like that they're all now hanging out. Like, what? Like, stop trying to involve yourself when it's about Josh and Katie. Like, this is about them. Let them have the moment. Why step in and ruin it by saying, like, everyone's so happy. Everyone's so happy about Josh and Katie. You know?
Yeah, well, I only saw this once on our Instagram, and only because of the algorithm there. I haven't seen it anywhere else. So,
Oh, I see
or
it
or
everywhere.
about Busy. I haven't seen anything. So
Well, I
this is all
know,
new to me.
but why is she involving herself
I don't know.
in the
I don't.
Josh and Katie excitement?
Yeah, I really don't follow any of them, so I really don't know.
But I don't get why you got to answer yourself. Like,
Hmm.
because again, all I ever see is they're happy about Josh and Katie and Joey and Pacey. Like, huh? Also, okay, so I did see this thing, this video that James Vanderbeek has that he posted or something, or somebody posted. Um, it was on Facebook. He he says, I'm James Vanderbeek, and I played a guy that your girlfriends like watched, and they compared their boyfriends to. Hmm?
Like they're toxic boyfriends, or
No, like he's trying to say he portrayed a character that everyone idolized and compared their boyfriends to. Like, you need to be like Dawson. And I was like, and literally before I went to the comments, I literally was like, ain't nobody compared their boyfriends to Dawson Leary. Ain't nobody did that. It was Pacey. So then I went to the comments and it was crazy. Everybody was saying that they compared their boyfriends to Pacey. They even said nobody did to Dawson. They're like, no. And I was like, exactly. Do you mean the other boy on the show? Because, yeah, everybody did that. Because everybody was like, they wish that there was a Pacey in the world, So I was like,
hmm,
no, nobody. And somebody even said Dawson was the worst. What's he talking about?
right?
And I just thought it was funny because I was like, yeah, James, I don't know who made you say that, but I don't know if you really know, but nobody was comparing Dawson. Maybe,
Hmm.
maybe, maybe they were saying they were happy that their boyfriends weren't Dawson. Maybe in that way they were comparing,
Right.
but nobody was sitting there going, I want a Dawson in my life.
Hmm.
Nobody would say that. Okay, maybe the 1% would say that. But most people are not saying they wish their boyfriend was like Dawson.
Right.
Because literally, there was one person that I saw the comment of they love Dawson, and somebody's answer was why.
Mm-hmm.
But otherwise, everybody else was saying the same thing, which was there was no comparison. It was Pacey.
Right.
And that's why I'm like, mm-mm. But yeah, so when I saw that, it just was hilarious. And like I'm happy he can kind of like come out and like mock it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, somebody said the only thing that would have made the video funnier is if Josh would have come in.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, yeah, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I don't it's weird that like all of a sudden in the past week, I'm just seeing all this Dawson's Creek stuff.
Right.
Like, what?
Mm-hmm.
And not even the last few years, just this week.
Right.
It's like all of a sudden, just so much of Dawson's Creek actors are coming out. Like, what?
Mm-hmm.
What is this? But I will say, um, obviously the best news was the Josh and Katie.
Mm-hmm.
So I will say that if you want to make a movie and you want to make a box office hit, well, you know who to star.
Right.
Um, and also too, here I think too the best part is like they're not recreating Pacey and Joey.
Mm-hmm.
They're making a movie.
Right.
And so, but people, of course, are gonna just no matter what, they're gonna say, "Oh, that's Pacey and Joey." Um, but maybe this is what One Tree Hill could take.
Mm-hmm.
If they can take anything, take this.
Right.
It's like fans are so happy.
Mm-hmm.
There's not negativity. And do you know why? Because it's everyone's favorite couple and they're not recreating the show.
Right.
They're not, this is us in 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
So again, it's like, you know, but I just think that that's maybe what they should look at too is here's a teen drama that people are excited about, but it's not them as the characters.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because the reboot only kind of makes up for Peyton being gone the later seasons and was missing Brooke's wedding and her having the boys and everything. Like that would be the only thing that would be, kind of good. But besides that, I really can't see much.
No. And they've already went through a lot of trauma that we've seen and I don't really see it going anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Like a lot of it. Plus if they're focusing on like them raising kids, we're going to be focused then on kids and not them.
Well, no, I think it would be kind of 50-50 because they've said that on their podcast that that's what they miss is having the adults be actually part of the show and not fizzle out or have, plot lines that are mid, that really don't add to anything, So I think they would focus on both, but yeah.
Because I feel like when Girl Meets World came out, it was a lot of the kids and it was like, eh.
Yeah, because that was the creator and like Disney itself especially, so they didn't have control over a lot of stuff because Disney was completely different when Boy Meets World was airing on there. So
Yeah, but like let's think about it. Fans want 80% them,
mm-hmm.
20% kids. Like,
Yeah,
especially kids we've never seen on the show.
like I don't mind if it was mostly kids, but with the origin story, it wouldn't make exactly too much sense.
So because it's like like on other like adult shows like Grey's Anatomy and stuff, it's mostly the adults.
Yeah,
The
just because
kids,
it was.
they kind of put the kids in there. That's it. That's enough.
Yeah, yeah, because the show's about doctors, so if it'd be weird if it wasn't about the adults.
Yeah, but I'm saying I feel like that's what fans would rather see is like
Mm.
an adult version of One Tree Hill of let's see them and
Yeah, unless they all.
let's see Kieran's Cafe and the kids just wander in, but it's
Mhm.
about them.
Yeah, I
Like
mean, it might feel different for people who have kids of their own, maybe, but yeah, if they want to watch it with them, especially.
yeah, but think it's hard because, you know, you gotta also see how the kids are. Like, are we involved and interested in these kids or no?
Yeah, because I feel like if Hillary, could, say a few things plot wise, she would probably say, I want my kids to be able to watch this too, and kind of not like her son maybe at least, he could watch it by the time it starts coming out, so she can watch it with him. So like, I can't see it focusing too much on the adults if she would want that. I'm sure Sophia would too. So
Well, what are you talking about? By the time this reboot comes out, her daughter will probably be able to watch it.
maybe, yeah. Because Netflix definitely seems to be the slowest show makers of them all. Take like a good 3 to 5 years to make one season sometimes, it seems. Now.
I think they should put a thing. Okay, if they want to make it to please fans, they should maybe put a thing out there of like, what do you guys want to see?
Yeah, I mean that would be interesting, even though it'd be obvious what the answers would be.
Then you could write a script revolving that. To where, yeah, but these are the people that are going to be watching the show. Like, at some point, you have to, because they even said they're making it for the fans. Like, they're trying to take it back. Well, if you're trying to take it back, who's going to watch it? You have to please the people that are going to be watching it.
Right.
It's not, you just got to please the fans. So, sorry, but take a book out of what's happening with Josh and Katie. That's all. But yeah, I was like, but I'm not gonna lie, something did cross my mind, and I was like,
what?
I was also thinking like, at least this whole Josh and Katie working together and Katie directing and writing it, there won't be drama. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Probably not.
What was publicized out there of like a certain teen drama show actress that was starring in a show, and somebody else directed it, starred in it. Talking about Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni.
Oh,
I'm like, because think about it, Justin directed it, starred in it, like wrote it, but then there was trouble.
Yeah, I think it helps that Katie and Josh were
like each other. They like
friends.
each other.
Yeah.
I know, but when I saw, like, I was happy, but then I was like, oh, at least there won't be any drama like Justin and Blake.
Right.
I was like, at least, well, like, because I heard that Justin and Blake's movie was supposed to be, there's supposed to be a second one.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
Like, there's a second book. But clearly that ain't gonna happen. But I'm like, if there is a second movie for Josh and Katie, at least they'll be able to make it.
Right.
But yeah, I was like, at least there's no drama, thank God. That we won't have to hear about.
Right.
Because fans don't want to hear that. They just want to see it. Especially if it's people they like.
Right.
So yes, just some updates of like exciting things happening. And today we're talking about season 4, episode 18, title The Runaway Found. Air date May 16th, 2007. And the synopsis is:
Peyton is scared by images of Psycho Derek, so she decides to confront him. Meanwhile, Lucas continues seeking answers about his Uncle Keith's murder. So Lucas gets to Abby's house and her mom answers.
Yep.
But she said,
when her mom shuts the door in his face, he kind of like gets that look of like, really? But how could you blame her? I mean, seriously? You can't blame Abby for not wanting to talk to you.
Right, yeah.
Because obviously her mom acts like it's her. But even if it is Abby that doesn't want to talk to you, like you really can like I can't blame her. So I don't know how you can like just be like, okay, and try to get on with your day, but like don't get like mad about it.
Yeah, I guess he just wasn't expecting it, so that's just all.
Well, what did he expect? That he was gonna show up and she was gonna spill her guts?
Maybe, yeah.
That would be a little too convenient
Mm-hmm.
to just do that.
Right. Yeah, and when he looks back, he sees that Abby was staring at him through her bedroom window, but closes the curtain when he sees her.
Mm-hmm. Which means she's up to some.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so he can't walk away now. But then Dan's also watching Lucas from his car as
So
he walks away
creepy.
from Abby's house. Yeah.
Ugh.
And then Whitey is ambushed by press asking about the point shaving. And he's going to, say, he says he's only going to say this once, that this is the best group of boys he's had in 35 years of coaching. And they're not cheaters, they're champions.
So you gotta feel bad for Whitey.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't think that our coaches in our school ever went through anything like this. I mean, not
Mm-hmm.
even, I don't even think anything close.
Right.
Like we didn't have any scandals, and if there was, it was probably because of a coach. It wasn't because of players.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, dang, the fact that Whitey has to deal with this, he dealt with it 18 years ago when it was Dan.
Mm-hmm.
Now he's dealing with this. It's like, poor guy. I mean, all he wants to do is retire.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's the last game he coached. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like in his mind, it's like, I want, wipe my hands clean. Like, I'm done with basketball. Like, go talk to the new coach.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, that's what I would say.
Yeah.
Also, wasn't it at school that the reporters were there?
Yeah, I think so.
How can they be on school property asking these questions?
Yeah, I don't know. And then on the river court, Nathan tells Haley there's only 3 things he's afraid of losing.
Him or her, the baby, and basketball.
Mm-hmm.
As I roll. Like, okay, so you think that you're going to play basketball when you're 50?
Right.
Like, eventually you're going to have to give it up. Otherwise, you're going to end up like Dan.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, so I don't understand why he thinks that he won't ever give it up. Like, it's just weird.
I think he
And
means like it being taken away before he even gets a chance to do it. So,
but also like there's other ways to have the game.
mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know, be a coach.
Yeah, he's talking about his career, not retirement. So, like I said
Well,
before,
maybe
it
he should have thought
happens.
of that. Maybe he should have thought of that before he did what he did.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't feel bad for Nathan. Like, Nathan did it to himself.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you don't do, like, here's the thing. I think Nathan deserves the consequences. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he did it. You don't do that.
Right.
And then to throw your brother in the bus, I don't say that either, but okay.
Mm-hmm. And then Peyton's in the shower when she sees Psycho Derek.
That was so creepy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh my God. But then when she said that he's in jail, like, or Brooke said that, I was like,
Mm-hmm.
wait a minute, what? Like, I thought that he was dead.
Well, he was being taken away in the ambulance last time, so he was
Yeah,
still alive.
I thought he'd be dead.
Oh, no, yeah.
I mean, she kept kicking him.
Mm-hmm.
And he was stabbed.
Right.
Yes, I was like, of course. Like, out of everyone who can survive, it will be Ian.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the episode where we find out his name.
Yeah.
But that was just so creepy. Her in the shower, and then ooh, there he is.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
then
but that would make you never want to take a shower,
right.
like
And
alone.
and it doesn't for a while for her, yeah.
Well, especially because Brooke must have been at school or she left
Mm.
early.
Yeah.
So it was weird.
And then at school, Chase bumps into Brooke while on his skateboard, and then he
So
mentions he's heard about the soccer thing.
so when she was just ignoring him, like, or just kind of talking to him, but only like it wasn't like anything deep. It was just all like light conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and she kind of was acting like she was annoyed. I don't blame her. I mean, like, yes, did I think that he should have broke up with her because what happened in his past? Yes. Like that's how he was feeling. But you can't go back at her and try to talk to her after you said we're done. Like I don't want to ever talk to you again. Like that's how he acted. Like it may not have been the words that he said, might be my words. But
Mm-hmm.
that's how he treated her, which is we're done. I don't want to talk to you again. This is it. Blah blah blah.
Mm-hmm.
And then now he's gonna come out and talk to her? I don't understand. So
Yeah. Yeah,
so
reaching out to her. Yeah.
so I'm okay with her kind of being cold with him.
Mm-hmm.
Because and the other thing too, you're gonna talk to her now that it already happened.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what are you gonna do now? It already happened.
Right.
It's kind of like they don't talk to me just because something happened to me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, talk to me when everything is good.
Right.
And then you can be there for me when something happens.
Mm-hmm.
Like Lucas was.
Right. And then apparently he's not a clean teen anymore either.
I don't think anyone in that school is a clean teen anymore.
Right, because Shelly just disappeared.
Yeah, and she was the leader of it.
Mm-hmm.
And then Brooke obviously dropped out. So, yeah.
Yep.
I love how it just like comes and goes though.
Right. And then Brooke walks up to Payne's locker, asking if there's any blood in her because she saw Chase and it feels like her heart was ripped out. And then, Payne tells her she'll be okay. And then asks if she looks insane because she saw him again in the shower. So this isn't the first time.
Well, yeah, and that's when Brooke says that that he's in jail.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I do agree with Peyton when she said, yeah, but he said that last time. Because it's true. He made himself
Mm-hmm.
sound like he was in jail by talking as the detective.
Right.
So I get where her fear would be of how do I know that it's true?
Mm-hmm.
Because he just did that.
Yeah, and you can't just stop yourself from having PTSD. Like Brooke told her not to do that to herself, but you can't control it, so it's not that easy.
Right. Like you're gonna see him and obviously she hasn't seen him in jail yet to prove it.
Mm-hmm.
So I get why she's feeling like that. Like, why wouldn't you? You don't know the truth if he is or not.
Right.
And
And
think
then
about it too. Think about it too. They let people off all the time without telling the person that has a restraining order against them.
mm-hmm.
It happens all the time. Like you then they're like, wait a minute, what? This person is out and you didn't tell me?
Right.
It happens all the time and it's so scary. And so especially for Peyton and Brooke, being alone,
Mm-hmm.
like in the apartment.
Yeah.
It's just so creepy.
Mm-hmm. And then
Oh, by
so
the way, so the attack happens and everything. None of their parents came home to see them.
right. Yep.
That's how great they are.
Yep. Typical One Tree Hill parent behavior.
Again, the only parents that would actually show up is Dan, Deb, and Karen.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And then so Payne even sees him again and down the hallway. And then that's when Peyton goes to the prison to see Psycho Derek herself. And she somehow walks alone to his cell in the back, like down the hall and everything. Alone, like it's completely alone without, security or anybody.
I'm surprised that she was even allowed to go to his cell.
Mm-hmm.
Like, wouldn't they bring him out to her?
Yeah, they should have. Yeah.
It's just it was weird, but
Mm-hmm.
obviously for TV purposes.
Yeah. And then when she gets there, he has his back turned so she can see that tattoo again of her.
Gross, gross.
Mhm. And then, of course, when he sees her, he's like talking to her as if she's his girlfriend. Like, "Hi, baby, I knew you'd come," and everything.
Well, what I was looking at was, you know how I am. I was looking at the fact that he doesn't really look like he was injured at all.
Mm-hmm.
Like somebody that, because he was pushed down the stairs, he was kicked and punched and everything else. Like he was stabbed.
Yeah.
You would think that he'd have more bruises.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird that he um looks perfectly fine.
Right.
Like I think they made a little red mark on his chest for the stab,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they did.
but that was it. That was it.
Mm-hmm.
It was the only thing on his body, and I was like,
Yep.
huh? Like again, wouldn't you love to look like that? Like
Mm-hmm.
there's something. It was like the same thing with Nathan. Like, man, that'd be amazing to like, you know, get in a car accident and all of a sudden you were perfectly fine.
Yeah, same thing with Haley. Yeah.
Yeah. And Lucas, remember all he had was like a
Mm-hmm.
broken arm. It's like, huh?
Yeah.
Like a lot of people like after car accidents, sometimes you can't even walk.
Mm-hmm.
So it's weird. But yeah, with Ian, he looks perfectly fine.
Yep.
And he's walking around too, so he's fine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And Payne demands to know like why he picked her, and he has the delusion in his head that she loves him. She says she hates him. That's not true.
Then she gets scared.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he
So
started.
what did she think was gonna happen when she saw him? Like given how he's always acting like the boyfriend, like, I love you and you love me, like
Mm-hmm.
that whole thing, like why would she think he wouldn't do that when he sees her?
Maybe because he's locked up now, so she would think that like she won, so he couldn't try anything anymore, so he wouldn't even try like verbally trying to manipulate her
So she just
anymore.
thought she would just go to the jail and he would be quiet.
No, just not like the way that he was acting. Maybe he'd be like defeated.
I was surprised that he wasn't calling her names given what she did to him,
Mm-hmm.
because I could see that too of like, you know, lying bee and all this, like you hurt me,
Mm-hmm.
but
Mm-hmm.
he didn't. Instead, it was the opposite. Like, I love you. And it's like, huh? Like, if somebody that you so-called love does that, you're not going to love them.
Mm-hmm.
So I just
Yeah,
thought
well,
that was odd too.
he still was trying to make it sound like it was her fault that he did all this to her, calling her a tease and everything.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Mm-hmm.
He's so weird.
Yeah. Yeah, so she still can hear him yelling that as she walks down the hallway back out of the holding area. And then Dan takes out his gun, holding it up, but then Nathan walks in.
And I love
And
it. It was funny because like Nathan was like talking about like, oh, about the news and stuff. And Dan's like, huh? And he goes, he says about the point shaving and he goes, oh yeah. It's like Dan isn't even like his mindset isn't even on that.
yeah, because he said the walls are closing in, so he thought that he was talking about him, Dan, like he was gonna get caught. So
I
he thought
wish.
it was about him, yeah.
But yeah, it was funny because and then he goes, oh yeah. It's like,
Mm-hmm.
my God. So I don't know, Nathan just got himself in so much trouble. It's so crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Yeah, but
do you think
mhm.
that he should just be quiet
um,
and like it'll all blow over?
I don't know. I don't think so. I don't know. I mean, Lucas is trying to take the fall, but I don't know. Depends. Um, because you think their last game was I mean, it was recorded. We find out later, but I don't know. Like, you'd think that they would look at that recording and, like, I don't know, just find proof or something instead of just asking questions. Like, they would investigate the whole thing. So,
Well,
So
I don't
maybe
know.
he would have got away with it if they never even looked at the tape of the game. So
I would think they'd look at the points,
hmm
given how Nathan was giving up every point at the beginning.
right.
You know, like the star player is missing all those baskets.
hmm
You know, and it's a little weird.
Right.
And then what was it? Halfway through, he was making the baskets again.
hmm
It doesn't look good.
Right.
Like even if he was having an off half game, it didn't look good.
hmm Yeah. So Dan tells him just to, play it cool and deny everything and pray no one uncovers the truth.
Yeah, like
So
Dan.
yeah, like his own advice to him, from
Yeah.
him, his son. And then Lucas watches Abby's mom walk out of her house so he can go into the house, which for some reason was unlocked.
All I know is Lucas has a lot of time on his hands.
hmm
Like, I don't remember having that much time when I was in high school, like to
Right.
just freely stalk people all day.
hmm
I mean, he's to the point where he's waiting for her mom to go to work or to leave the
hmm
house. It's like,
Yeah.
Lucas, who are you becoming?
Yeah. He's just trying to get answers. Yeah.
No, but he's a stalker.
Yeah.
Like, you're stalking her. She's not going to want to
hmm
talk to you because you're stalking.
hmm Yeah. And she was listening to her music when he walked in, so she didn't hear him at first.
It's a good thing that it didn't happen now, because nowadays there's security cameras and stuff that everybody has. So
Yeah.
her mom would have seen it on her phone and said, uh-uh,
hmm
he just went in my house. And then she would have came back, which
Right.
she did. But
hmm
I'm just like, she would have come back sooner if she would have had a camera.
hmm
So wasn't it weird though that he just walks in?
hmm
Like, who just walks in someone's house?
Right. Yeah, and then he asks her if, she recognizes him, and she shakes her head no, but of course we know that's a, lie later. But, he explains who he is and who his uncle was and the whole situation, and he asks to know what she saw that day. And he asks if Jimmy killed Keith, and she shakes her head again, so Lucas is relieved, but then Abby's mom gets back home.
Mm-hmm. Just stop it all.
Yeah, and he tries to explain himself, but her mom, tells him to get out, as she should, because that
Oh,
is her house and her property, and her
yeah,
daughter.
yeah, but how did you like though when she was like, is your name Abby? And she shook her head no. And she's like, am I your mom? And she shook her head no. I'm like,
Yeah, that
that's
was weird.
that's manipulation, lady.
Yeah.
I was like, no wonder why she hasn't been to school.
hmm
Because like that's what she says. And it's like, I wonder why. I thought maybe it was Abby, but then I was like, no, it's you, lady.
hmm
Also, okay, isn't it? Okay, so Abby hasn't went to school
Right.
since then,
hmm
but she went to prom at the school.
Right. Yeah, I thought about that too.
Like, I don't understand. Like, if your daughter is so scared, or you're
hmm
so scared, one or the other,
hmm
why would you send her to prom? I don't understand.
I guess she just went to, stalk Dan and, pressure him. But
Yeah,
and
but her mom doesn't know she's doing that.
yeah, maybe she was being sneaky herself, and her mom didn't know. So
It had to be, because it doesn't make any sense that her mom don't let her out of the house.
hmm
So it doesn't make sense that she'd let her go to prom with a whole bunch of kids
right.
in the same building that it happened.
hmm Yeah, so I felt bad for Lucas because he realized that he was losing his one chance to, get his uncle justice.
I know that was sad, because Abby, you could tell, wanted to say something,
hmm
but then her mom came in.
Yep. So then Haley is in Lucas's room waiting for him to return, and when he does, he tells her that she looks worse than he does. And Haley tells him, that Nathan said the whole gambling thing is just going to go away, but she doesn't know how much she believes that.
I don't understand. Like, okay, here's the thing. Like, Haley's smart.
hmm
I don't understand how she doesn't understand this. Like, how bad it's going to get.
hmm
Like, when Lucas says, he's not going to go to jail, but he's going to lose his scholarship. He's
Right.
not going to play.
Mm-hmm.
What part of that would she not understand before he said that? That would be the first thing I would think of.
Mm-hmm.
You're not going to college to play.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So when she says how bad, really, Haley, like, just how about this? Brainstorm in your head for a second of like, what would be the worst possible things? And then that's the truth. Like, there's your answer. I don't get why she's like acting like she don't know. Like, come on, now you're smart. Figure it out.
Mm-hmm. I think she just needed to hear it from somebody else, like to confirm it.
Why? Because all Nathan's saying is it's gonna blow over.
Yeah. Like she
So,
needed the whole picture from somebody else to understand fully and accept it and process it.
well, I agree with Lucas when he said that he only played for 15 minutes
Mm-hmm.
and he missed a couple baskets. Like, they're like, once they're done looking at Lucas, which is going to take probably 5 seconds, they're going to move on to Nathan
Mm-hmm.
because he's the one that was missing the baskets.
Right.
And I agree with that. I'm like, Lucas, we all know has missed baskets. That's not news.
Mm-hmm.
So him missing, I mean, remember that in the first season, he missed the winning shot.
Right.
So it's like Lucas can miss a basket. Like,
Mm-hmm.
that's not exactly newsworthy. Nathan missing a basket, then the boy can make a shot with his eyes closed.
Right. Yeah.
So that's a little more suspicious than Lucas missing a basket. Like, he does all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But I agree when he says, like, I played for 15 minutes. Like, what are they gonna get on that? Plus, the 15 minutes that he played, the first game, he only missed the free throws at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, he was making all the baskets.
Right.
Second game, he was playing against Nathan, trying to make the baskets. How are you going to say that he wasn't trying?
Mm-hmm.
If you watch any part of that game, you'll know Lucas was trying to win.
Right.
So I don't even get why Nathan or Haley or anyone would say, like, you know, like, it's all on Lucas. Like, how? I don't even get how they're pointing it at Lucas when he missed like 2 baskets.
Yeah. Well, Lucas is trying to take the fall, and
No, here though, like when he's telling Haley of how bad it's gonna get, and then that's when she's like, "Oh, like, you take the fall," and it's like, because he even says, like, once they're done with me, they're gonna move on to him. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't really miss the baskets,
Right.
and I agree.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, not if he confesses that that's what he did, but yeah.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, if you just go off this,
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know why they would look at, like, when Nathan came to Lucas and said, "They're not looking at me, they're looking at you." It's like, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand. Plus, given that, like Nate or like Lucas says in the episode, I'm not playing basketball in college.
Mm-hmm.
So why would, like, think about it. Why would you care if you're the scouts? Why would you care if
Mm-hmm.
Lucas did it?
Right.
He ain't going. He's not going for basketball. What does it
Mm-hmm.
matter? Why don't you look at the person that is going, like, has a
Right.
scholarship, which should be
Mm-hmm.
Nathan.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's a little weird.
Yeah. And then Payne is sleeping to the words of Ian echoes in her head.
Yeah,
And then she turns to see him in bed next to her.
that's creepy.
Yeah, Connor T still. And that's when Brooke walks in, and Payne explains that she went to go see him and tells him his real name is Ian. And Brooke says she knows because apparently she's been making a file on him.
It was funny because she goes, "I thought you were couponing,"
Mm-hmm.
and it was funny because she goes, "I hate couponing."
Right.
Okay, is it because she thinks it's like a poor person thing?
Maybe, yeah.
You know what it is? It's a smart person thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's called saving money so that you can spend more somewhere else.
Yeah. And then that's when Payne hears the front door open and asks Brooke if she left it unlocked, and she said she didn't. So they lean in towards the open door, bedroom
And
door to
it's
see
Haley.
Haley. Yeah.
Okay, so here's my thing. Haley said she had a key. That's all she got in. Okay, why, especially after the attack, why wouldn't they change locks? You know how many people have a key to this apartment?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody.
Right.
I don't get why you wouldn't. Okay, here's the thing. When you moved in, you should have locked your. Which, wait a minute. They moved in after the attack. So why didn't they change the locks?
Yeah, I don't know. It should always be changed whenever somebody moves out,
Yeah, but remember, the lease is still under Nathan and Haley.
Mm-hmm.
So they wouldn't change the locks if it's still under Nathan and Haley.
Right, yeah.
But I just don't get why they wouldn't change the locks. Like, there was an attack that happened.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and Haley should have called them or texted them or something about going over before she just walked in.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't get it. Locks should be changed. Haley should know not to just walk in. It's all
Mhm.
weird.
Yeah, because she said she didn't know if they were sleeping, so what was she gonna do? Wake them up and scare them too? So
You know what she
either way.
was gonna do? She's gonna sit there in like a chair, stare at them, and then they wake up, freak out.
Mm-hmm.
That actually had been funny,
Yeah,
but scary for them.
yeah. So Payne says, she used to love her room, but he took that from her, and she thought if they fought back, then it would go away. But it hasn't at all. And Haley, assures her it's gonna take some time because he went through something traumatic, and Payne says, she can't focus for finals because she can't even sleep and doesn't have the time to study. And, Brooke says hopefully that she has a friend who's going to tell her that life kicks her around sometimes and scares you and beats you up. But there's a day when you realize that you're not just a survivor, you're a warrior. And she's tougher than anything throws her away.
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, also when Brooke wakes up Peyton and she says, like, get your was it scrawny ass up?
Yeah.
I was like, at least she was saying that, and like, because Rachel would always go, "You're fat" to Brooke.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I never liked that because Brooke is far from it. So, I was happy. Like, at least she's calling her, skinny. Like,
Yeah.
I'd much rather be called skinny than fat.
Yeah, well, sometimes that can be a bad thing too. So then Lucas goes to see Whitey and he tells Lucas,
Oh, I don't like it. I don't like it.
Mm.
I don't like the scene because
About-
Lucas confesses.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And Whitey, like, he says, I only put you on the team because of Keith.
Yeah, that was mean.
Yeah, and he's like, and like you're basically a disappointment to me and him. And I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
really?
Right.
The only thing Keith would be disappointed of Lucas is the fact that he's protecting Nathan. Like, Nathan at some point needs to own it and take the fall. Like, you can't keep protecting him, Lucas.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the only thing Keith would be upset about. Not that, like, I was like, Whitey. Okay, and here's my thing too, because obviously it's not Lucas.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, is he ever, because I can't remember, is he ever going to apologize to Lucas?
I don't think so, not really.
Well, then I'm upset at Whitey. You say the mean things to Lucas, and then you don't even apologize? I don't like that.
Yeah, we'll get to that scene eventually.
He might just become my worst.
Mm-hmm. So Whitey's back in his house watching the game, and then that's when he notices,
That it was Nathan watching him.
yeah, well, Lucas and Nathan were making eye contact and communicating
but
that way, yeah.
But then when he pauses it on Lucas shooting the basket, it's zoomed in a little bit on Nathan.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, do you see the look Nathan's given? Like,
Right.
anybody would understand that is the ringleader.
Right.
Like, if anything, he is responsible.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that's why he goes to see Nathan to see if he would, tell the truth to him,
Nope.
and not let Lucas take the fall. But of course, Nathan says, that he doesn't know anything about that line.
Of course he don't.
And then, yeah, so he's just saying like, and then, but Nathan does say that Lucas didn't do anything wrong, but still isn't telling the truth because he says that's not what Lucas said, So now Nathan knows that Lucas is trying to take the fall.
And that he confessed it to Whitey.
Mm-hmm.
So do
So,
you really think that if Lucas only confesses it to Whitey, do you really think Whitey's going to do something about it? Like if he
I don't
only
know.
confesses it to him? Given
I
how at the
mean,
beginning to the reporters he was like, "This is the best team and these are the great kids."
mm-hmm.
You're going to just throw one on the bus and go ahead, turn yourself in. Like, huh?
Well, I mean, yeah, it's not really his place to say it's Lucas's if he, really wants to take the fall for Nathan.
Well,
Unless,
I'm just saying, do you really think Whitey would just throw him under the bus?
I don't know, maybe if he's asked about Lucas from the investigator, I don't know.
Because I'm like, it's just, because it's either Nathan or Lucas that needs to say something, not Whitey.
Hmm. Yeah. So Nathan goes to Lucas's house, saying they weren't going to say anything. And, Lucas says that he saved his ass so he could play basketball and have everything he ever dreamed of.
Yeah. And that's when he's like, you're not worried about what they're going to say. And then that's when he brings up what they say about Jimmy.
Mm-hmm.
Keith is what he's worried about, not what people say about him, because he knows the truth, he said, which is true. I mean, I get it, because people are always going to talk, whether it's right or, true or not. People are always going to make crap up about everybody.
Mm-hmm.
So I get where he's coming from. But,
Mm-hmm.
like, about following it around with you, like he said, I'm not playing. You
Mm-hmm.
are. Also, but here's the thing, like at some point Lucas needs to stop protecting Nathan, and Nathan needs to quit letting him, because
Mm-hmm.
Lucas is always protecting him. This is
Right.
why I think this is why he makes so many mistakes, because between Lucas and Dan, they're always saving him,
Mm-hmm.
and he needs to stand and fall on his own
Right.
instead of having people catch him.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually annoying because, again, what has he really done for them? Nothing.
Right. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, when he said like, "Oh, it would just be like brushed under if like you didn't say anything," no, it wouldn't.
Right.
You know how many reporters were there talking to Whitey?
Mm-hmm. So then Brooke wakes up Peyton by opening the blinds, telling her that she checked the shower and Psycho Derek isn't in there, so she can go in there because she hasn't had one for a while. And then Brooke's going through the closet and she says that she said that they're warriors, and so a new day dawns, and that's when Peyton tells Brooke the more details of what Ian said when she went to go see him
Yeah, I like
about how.
I like what Brooke said, that they should investigate him and dig up information on him. I like
Mhm,
that.
right. And I also liked how Brooke reassured Payne that it wasn't her fault of what happened to her. She didn't lead Psycho Derek on, and her actions, didn't ask for this to happen to her. So like this, so Payne didn't go down that road of like blaming herself.
Right.
So
Even though I think it doesn't really matter what somebody says, like until you believe it,
mhm,
like they can only say it to you, but you have to truly believe it.
mhm. And then Dan is at the gun store and he's just buying the ammo, but the employee says that they got a new gun in today. So
Oh
he
my
lets.
God, I don't like it because he
Mhm,
points the gun at the bear first.
mhm.
Then he points it at a little girl.
Right.
What?
Mhm.
Like then he gets like freaked out, but I'm like, no, no.
Yeah, I don't know what store this is, but it shouldn't be where, same store where kids could be with teddy bears right there. So,
You've never,
hmm.
um, Like, what is it? Like Dick's, Dunham's, they sell guns.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, no, and you can go and shop for, you know, sports stuff or shorts or anything, and then an adult can go buy a gun. Like,
Right, but like I said, they don't need to have like the teddy bear there, so kids would most likely be in that same area.
I don't get why he has to point at something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like you see a person and you're gonna point at a person.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, at least the teddy bear was one thing, but like an actual human, you've already
Mm-hmm.
you've already done that.
Right.
Seriously.
Yeah.
But then he gets he becomes weird
Mm-hmm.
and like puts it down. I'm like, and then the little girl runs off. It was so sad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, dropped her doll.
That was sad.
Yeah, so I don't know why Dan's even buying a gun to begin with if he knows it's a teenage girl that's been threatening him with those messages. Like, is he gonna shoot Abby or
Right? Is he gonna kill
yeah.
her? Like, I mean,
Mm-hmm.
well, I mean, he did do the same to Keith. So I guess if you're gonna kill your own family,
Mm-hmm.
you you wouldn't think twice, I guess, of killing others,
Yeah, I guess.
as nasty as that is.
Mm-hmm. Dig himself in deeper.
Yeah.
And then Brooke and Payne are looking up Ian, but there's so many Ian Banks, so Payne tells her to add Stalker to the search.
And then they come up with an article.
Mm-hmm.
And it was weird because Brooke's like, wow, you look just like his girlfriend or ex-girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so apparently she died.
Right.
Which honestly, I forgot this whole story.
Yeah, me too.
So like when I was watching it, I was like, oh, this is interesting. It's like I was watching it for the first time.
Mm-hmm. And then before that, they mentioned Chase because Brooke says she's missing him, and she was wondering if did he leave because of the videotape or was he just looking for an out? But up until that point, he was really wanted to be with Brooke, and he even helped her during that school assignment. So I don't think he was looking for an out. He just was mad that she kept something from him again.
That she cheated.
Basically. Yeah.
Yeah, because think about it. She cheated
Mm-hmm.
on the test and
Mm-hmm.
stole the key, and he never got mad at her.
Right.
She goes and physically cheated with her best friend's boyfriend. That's what threw him over the edge. And I was like,
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
not stealing a key and cheating on a test, that has nothing.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Yeah, and he told her this too, but I guess she still doesn't realize.
But I'm like,
quit.
his morals exactly what were they? Because he's okay with one cheating and not the other.
Yeah, I guess when it's relationships, yeah.
That's what's weird. Because like to me, it all is the same.
Mm-hmm.
Like you don't steal the test and the key and think everything's good. Like you're a cheater.
Mm-hmm.
No.
And then Dan is at church and brought the gun
Why?
and loads it and then puts it back in the bag.
Why to the church?
Yeah, I don't know. Like he could be doing his own little confessional privately, but I don't know why he would do all that in the church now.
Yeah, it was weird. And then
Yeah.
in a brown paper bag.
Mm-hmm. I guess trying to disguise it as if it could be booze or something. But at Abby, she tells her mom she wants to tell someone and she's tired of lying about what she saw.
And isn't this where she says she wants to go to school?
Mm-hmm.
That she hasn't been there?
Yeah.
And her mom said no, like once she gets enough money, they'll move away. Like
mm-hmm.
I agree with Abby when she was like, when's it gonna be like enough? Like we're not
Mm-hmm.
living, we're hiding.
Yeah.
Oh my god, but it was so creepy when Dan just barges in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Ugh. I honestly thought he was gonna
kill them.
Well, he was gonna show them. Well, I know he wasn't gonna kill him because I knew she still had to talk to Lucas in his bedroom. I always remember that scene. But I thought he was going to threaten with what's inside the bag. But apparently what was inside the bag was not what I thought was inside the bag.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, when I first saw this, I thought he was going to kill them, yeah.
I was like, oh my god. I was like, that's not what it was.
Yeah, so I don't know why he did that then if he didn't, threatened Abby not to tell, instead of just giving her the doll of the little girl,
Well, because he kept telling her
dropped
to
it.
shut up and stuff
Mm-hmm.
like a dictator, like I'm in charge.
Mm-hmm.
But then nothing really happened. Well, when she said was it like I hope you rot or something,
Yeah, burn in hell or something like that. Yeah.
he said me too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I'm surprised he gave up that easy because he agreed with her. That was showing her maybe he feels guilty, so she won't tell or what. But either way, it probably didn't leave her that scared that she wouldn't still tell. So I don't know. He just kind of made that trip for no reason.
And then here, especially when he's been stalking her, you would
Mhm.
think he'd come up with more to say to her. What I had a question with, maybe I'm hoping you can answer this. When he puts down the little doll,
Mm-hmm.
it goes on Abby, the camera.
Mm-hmm.
And the look that she made and then she started crying, I was like, is she upset that he gave her a doll? I was so confused. Her expression compared to the doll.
I think it was just the fact that he barged in like that and kind of verbally threatened them a bit. Like she didn't think that he was going to find her, probably.
And then he brings the doll.
Yeah, and then maybe that was for him realizing that Abby is still a girl, not like the little girl, but still a young girl that he shouldn't, get rid of so he can remain, unknown about what he did to his brother. So maybe that was his way of saying I'm not going to hurt you, but I still hope you don't say anything. I don't know. That's all I can think of.
Yeah, because I was just kind of curious about that look she was given.
Mm-hmm. And then Payne and Brooke go to see Ian, who's doing push-ups in a cell.
Oh my God, he is so creepy. When he said,
Mm-hmm.
"Oh, you coming back for a kiss?"
Yeah, and calls him Tease 1 and Tease 2. Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah, so that's when they start telling him they know info about him, his real name, where he's from, all that. And then seeing that they even talk to his old girlfriends, which I'm kind of surprised they did that all so quickly, But we don't know if it's been a day or what, but
I'm thinking
yeah,
the next day.
yeah. So Brooke doesn't, see that he Brooke's trying to make him see that she's not scared of him anymore. He's not a threat now that they have info on him. Because they have a lot more than podcasts and webcam photos. And they bring up Maggie, his other girlfriend, his last girlfriend. And
This is where he breaks down.
yeah, which I didn't think he would do that easily after
Me
that. But
either. Me either.
Mhm.
I was so confused at that. I was like, what?
Mhm.
Yeah, because apparently he was driving and he basically killed her,
Mhm.
and everyone blamed him.
Mhm. Yeah, because he lost control of the car, in a slippery road.
So
And
it was weird when Peyton, or Brooke said, she forgives you, and then Peyton goes, and I forgive you, and I was like,
right, yeah, no.
huh?
Mhm.
I was so confused. I'm like, wait a minute. If somebody did that to me,
Mhm.
no. Think about it. He attacked
Mhm.
her twice
Right.
inside her home, where she's supposed to be
Mhm.
the safest place.
Mhm.
I was like, no, I don't agree with that at all. The fact that you are say that to him.
Yeah, they humanized him after all that, just finding that info about him.
Right. Now we're going to feel bad for you after what you
Mhm.
did to us. No.
Mhm. Right.
To me, you're still the evil psycho.
Mhm. Yeah, another show did that too about a rapist I didn't like either.
Did
But
you
he was
like
killed.
did you like that they just did that so easily?
No, I don't. Yeah, I was mad.
I mean, they should just be upset with him forever.
Mhm.
Like a normal person.
Mhm. And Payne even says that she hopes he finds peace, but hopefully he stays there forever, the rest of his life.
Yep.
And then Nathan tells Haley, him and Lucas talked about not saying anything, and he was supposed to do nothing. And Haley says Lucas is just trying to help out. And Nathan's like, that was so Lucas trying to be the hero.
Yeah, then she has to confess that she told him to do it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, so she said that if he's not going to feel guilty, then she will, because, he's her best friend and he's his brother and he's doing this for all of them. And Nathan says he's sorry for putting them through all of this. It made her ask Lucas to take the blame and for being weak about it. But Haley, tells Nathan that he's about to make every dream he's had come true. And everybody understands that. And, Nathan says it's not worth it. They're going to be parents soon. And what would they want their son to do? So I did like this,
Yeah, and I liked how he said, like, basically he wouldn't want to turn into Dan.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that's the thing too, is like putting basketball before everything.
Mm-hmm.
Your morals and who, you want your kids to be and look up to. Like, no.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, it's certainly not Dan. So
Mm-hmm.
because like that's the thing, is like little mini Dan is coming out. But here
Right.
he's actually big, being Nathan. So
Mm-hmm.
I like that. He's finally switching.
Yeah. And, Haley says he's going to lose everything, but he says he's not, because they'll still have her and their son. And, that feeling that they didn't lose their way. They still know from right from wrong.
Which is the only thing that matters.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he says, his father could never get past it, and he could never let go of what he wanted when he was 17, and look what it did to him.
And then it
And
goes to Dan.
yeah, sure enough, drinking at Keith's grave and breaks the bottle when he went to sit on top of the headstone.
Wasn't he smoking?
Yeah, and takes a cigarette out, and then when he tries to light it, he drops the lighter, and now Keith's grave is on fire, and Dan just lets it burn and do nothing.
Yeah, he just watches it. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
You don't think that's a little fishy?
Yeah. And then on the river court, Lucas finds Abby there, and she tells him to open his eyes, and then that's when he wakes up because it was a dream, but then she's really actually there in his room. So she's also doing some sneaking around and walking to other people's houses.
Well, this is the scene that I remember, her in the bedroom.
Yeah.
Because it kind of like shakes him for a second, like, what?
Mm-hmm.
Well, especially because, her mom wanted her to say nothing
Mm-hmm.
and to just let it go, but she can't.
Yeah, and this is her last chance to say something before she leaves Tree Hill. Yeah.
So yeah, this is when she tells him that, because he was like, kind of digging it out of her because she wouldn't say anything like at first, like, was Keith still alive? And she's, mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's like, who did it? And then that's when she comes out and says, your father. She said like 5 times.
Yeah.
And then she finally said Dan. It's like, there we go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and she knows that Lucas doesn't, need much convincing to believe this.
Nope.
Mm-hmm. And she thought that after she did everything threatening Dan, he would come forward, but he didn't.
No,
and,
he's a coward.
Yeah, and Lucas tells Abby she has to tell somebody. She says she just did.
That was funny because he goes, you gotta tell someone. She looks and goes, I just did. I'm like, it's so funny. Which is true. Like, now it's your turn, Lucas. Like, you wanted the answers.
Mm-hmm.
She gave them to you.
Right,
your turn to take over.
Right, but it's still not much you can go off of because that was the only witness, and he wasn't the witness, so he can't say, "Oh, the witness spoke to me." Like, that's not going to hold up in court.
Yeah, but what Lucas wanted was the truth.
Right, yeah. But
he never said he wanted the person in jail. He said he wanted the answers. Well, this is your answer. You should have been more specific, which is I want the person in jail. Not I just want answers. Like, be more specific, because then you might get what you want. But you did get what you want because you said you wanted the answers. Well, here it is. At least, but here's the thing. If nothing comes forward, like, at least Lucas can sleep at night knowing the truth. And like, as long as he knows the truth, I feel like that's better than nobody. Because now he can truly go on to hate Dan.
Right.
And I think the best part too is Abby also said that she messed with Dan with all the letters and stuff. Lucas could also then do the same to Dan because he knows that information.
Right. And then when Dan goes to see Abby again and sees that she's gone, then he'll get confused on who's doing it. Yeah.
Exactly. Like
Mm-hmm.
that would be better because it'd be like turn yourself in, turn yourself in, turn yourself in.
Yeah.
Like just the way Abby was doing it. It's like Lucas could have done the same thing, and then Dan would have been like so paranoid, like he already is, but like even further of like I just have to. Or
Yeah.
he
It's like,
could try to get him in like a little like corner where he has to like confess, at least if it's in front of Karen or something, of like the truth so that they know.
right. Yeah. It's like Scream when you think you know who the killer is. It turns out there's actually more than one. So,
Yeah, so I'm just saying it's better that he knows, but and that's what he wanted was just to know.
yeah. And then at school, Nathan walks up to Whitey.
But also here's the thing. If Abby says that it's Dan, she technically doesn't have proof. So it's not going to uphold in court because they're going to say, what's your proof? Well, I saw. Where's the proof that you were there, first of all? How do you know you're not just making this up because you don't like Dan Scott? Like, it's
Well,
so easy. There's no proof that
mm-hmm.
she was there. There's no proof that she that it happened. Like, there's no proof of it. So if she doesn't have proof, Dan will still get her and win.
Well, there's a alibis. Everybody from the tutor center could say that she left at this certain time, and then her mom can say, I didn't even see her until this certain time. So where was she during those two, that time period? So then they can, kind of close it on there. But
Yeah, but if nobody saw her,
well, Lucas saw her technically.
yeah, but they might throw it at Lucas as protecting Keith.
I don't know. Depends.
I'm just saying, like, trying to figure out from like a court of law of how crazy it gets of like you need true evidence, like you videotaped it. It's like unless she has that kind of proof, she's not really going anywhere with the truth. Like, oh wow, you said someone murdered somebody. Well, not exactly. There's no evidence. So
Dan took the gun that he used to kill Keith, right? Because that would be the evidence that they needed.
well, he took Jimmy's gun.
Yeah, I'm saying, like, didn't he take it so nobody can find it and fingerprint it?
I thought did he take the gun? I thought he left the gun.
Well, he had to take the gun if he didn't want to get caught. Yeah.
Well, I thought he had to leave it so it looked like Jimmy killed Keith.
I don't know. Either way, they should have fingerprinted it and then realized that there's 3 different fingerprints on there. So DNA.
Well,
then that would have.
No, there'd only be 2.
Oh yeah, because Keith, didn't touch the gun. Yeah, so they would have saw Dan's anyways and realized like how could a Dan touch the gun when he wasn't there? At least as far as we know. So then they could look into that, and then that would catch him, but they don't because they don't have the gun. So
well, and also too, like those creepy movies that you see of like you go and tell, which does happen on this show in season 9. You go to the police station and tell the truth, and then all of a sudden the police are against you. Wink, wink of season 9. Given how Dan is or was the mayor at the time, he could have very easily buried that case. And then for Abby to come forward, the police may go, sorry. Like that, like we're not opening it. Like that kind of thing of like we're protecting him. Because sometimes they do. So I'm just saying it could have also been that way of like then Dan would be like, oh, now you're talking to the police.
Right.
Let me show you what I really can do. Like, because he's that evil.
Right.
And I do think a part of Abby is scared of Dan. Otherwise, she would turn herself or she would turn him in. But she's not. So I do think she's a little afraid of him.
Yeah.
But who can honestly say they're not afraid of Dan? Like if you were up against him, you would be too.
Right. And then, well, maybe Whitey isn't scared of him, but at school, Nathan walks up to Whitey, and Whitey basically tells him, like, he's ashamed of Lucas and everything. And then that's when Nathan tells him that he lied to him on the river court yesterday, and it wasn't Lucas. And that's when Whitey says he knows. And, Nathan says he's sorry, and Whitey says so is he, more than he'll ever know. So then that was that. So yeah, he didn't say he was sorry. You said about him saying sorry to Lucas earlier?
Yeah. I just
Yeah,
wondered if
so
he said something like the next
yeah,
episode or next couple.
I don't remember.
I don't either.
Yeah.
But also, okay, here's my thing too. Nathan did it.
Mhm.
Coach was harder on Lucas, said the most horrible things to Lucas
Mhm.
and not to Nathan. Like, I'm so tired of Whitey. I'm so tired of Whitey picking Nathan as the favorite and Lucas as well. Basically, like I handed you the game, like
Yeah,
the
yeah,
play ball. Like I'm
the outsider.
I'm so tired of it because also remember I pointed this out when it was Nathan's dream. Like, why does he hate Lucas?
Mhm.
And because he's never like sat there and loved and idolized Lucas the way he does to Nathan. And it drives me crazy because Lucas,
Mhm.
it is the one with the morals.
Mhm. Yeah, he hasn't really been there for Lucas since Keith died.
No, since
Um
like ever. He's never really been there for him. Oh, he said a
like
couple
right after Keith died.
he said one little speech to him and that was it. Like
Mhm.
he's done more for Nathan than anything.
Mhm.
I'm not gonna lie, a little part of me is happy season 5 is coming because I don't have to deal with Whitey picking favorites.
Mhm. Yeah, cuz he didn't even mention like, "Oh, I didn't think you'd turn out to be like your dad," or something like that.
Yeah, like something that would equal what you said to Lucas. I'm just saying,
Mhm.
like, please, for the love of the show, like, please, I just want Whitey to say something mean to Nathan,
Mhm.
but I know it'll never happen.
Right. So Nathan walks up to the microphone for the press conference outside the school for some reason.
So when he apologizes,
Mhm.
he apologizes to everyone, including his father. Like specifically, he said father,
Mhm.
and I was like, hmm, father, like because he said family,
Mhm.
and then he said father, and I was like, huh, like why? Why are you apologizing to Dan? I don't understand.
I guess because his dad was the one that, got him into basketball and coached him and everything, and, with everything that he did with Dante and the point shaving, like, and then Dan tried to take the fall for beating Dante to death, even though that wasn't the case. Like, that's why he was sorry, like, what he put his dad through, too, that way.
Hmm. I was just kind of like, okay. Hmm.
Mhm. Yeah, so, yeah, but this was a big thing that he did, taking responsibility here in front of everybody.
Finally,
Mhm.
took all episode.
Yeah. And then, Ian, I think, was looking at a picture of him and Maggie in a cell, so I guess that was kind of a way to show that he was over Peyton at least, and, let her live, let her be.
Yeah, and the fact that he still carries one of her.
Yeah, don't know how I did that, but, Peyton gets to the apartment to find Brooke, gave the bedroom a makeover to look like her room, which was really nice, the red walls and vinyls and all.
See, everybody loves red in this show.
Mhm. Yeah. And Brooke says, she said that she loved her room and it was taken from her, but they're going to take it back. They're going to take everything back. So, yeah, I like this part because Brooke was being a good friend. And then Nathan's just at the river court, thinking about everything. And Lucas is at Keith's grave to see that it was burned. And I couldn't tell, was he holding the cigarette that Dan left there? Or it was just maybe ash or something from the headstone? I couldn't tell.
I thought it was like the ashes
Yeah. So either way, he knows somebody was there and burned it like that.
of it being like burned.
Hmm. And now he probably knows who did it too now with Abby's confession. And then Dan goes into Lucas's room, picking up a
Creepy.
picture, yeah, of him, or of Lucas and Nathan when, Lucas was really little.
Huh?
he picked up that picture of Lucas and Keith when Lucas was really little.
Oh, you said
Looking at it.
Nathan.
Oh, I meant Lucas. And then Lucas goes to see Abby, at the house, but find it empty because her mom and her finally left. And then
They
Karen
left
finds,
they left it what it seemed like that night.
yeah, I think that's why Abby showed up like that in the middle of the night, because that was the last and only time she could tell Lucas the truth, because they were going to leave in the morning. And then Karen finds Dan in Lucas's room, and it seems like he was going to confess, but of course he doesn't. But he, says he's done some terrible things that can't be forgiven. And Lucas had a father.
Yes.
No.
So why did you kill him?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Everything he
God.
touches is diminished. Deb's life, Nathan's talent, and then he starts crying.
Yeah, and then she feels sorry for him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
And
because
says like, yeah, and doesn't she say like, no, like you have like redemption?
right, yeah,
No,
right.
at least not yet.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Then he's,
oh my God, though, it's just the scene with these two
mm-hmm.
because like they start kissing,
Yeah,
and Lucas walks in and sees them kissing. Okay, first of all, not only does he see them kissing, right,
mm-hmm.
but in his bedroom.
Yeah, right after he found out the truth, yeah.
Exactly. I'm like,
Mhm.
I'd want to burn the bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
It's just because the devil is in there and he's kissing your mom. Ew.
Mm-hmm.
So crazy to think about.
Right.
Like, how are you supposed to sleep at night? Like, that'd be like my thought.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would probably go to the apartment with the girls or something.
Or Deb's house. She got a big house.
Yeah.
Because there's Nathan and Haley, so we can have a little party every night.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's where I'd go.
Yeah. So then highs and lows.
So for me, the high was, I would say it would be Brooke and Peyton standing up for themselves
Mm-hmm.
because Peyton was feeling really down and guilty and, blaming herself and all of this and letting him get to her.
Mm-hmm.
And I like that Brooke was stopping that.
Mm-hmm.
So I liked that. And I also liked that Abby finally told the truth
Right.
because this has been dragging for so long,
Mm-hmm.
the storyline.
Yeah.
So I like that he finally got his answers.
Mm-hmm.
Because now it's in his hands of what to do. And my low would be Nathan not taking accountability until the end. And
Mm-hmm.
also Whitey being rude to Lucas. Don't appreciate it.
Right.
How about you?
Yeah, mine are the same, adding with Lucas finding Karen and Dan kissing in his room.
I try to avoid that
Mm-hmm.
like the plague.
Yeah. And then rating?
I'd rate this an 8. It wasn't like my favorite or the best, but it was
Mhm.
still good.
Yeah, I give it an 8 too.
And then I think our best are probably going to be the same
Maybe, yeah.
because my best was Brooke for helping
Mm.
Peyton.
Mm-hmm.
My worst, let's see here, Dan,
Mm-hmm.
because he also won't take accountability.
Mm-hmm.
And he went in to go talk to a teenage girl into her house.
Right.
Creepy.
Mm-hmm.
He also aimed a gun at a little girl.
Mm-hmm.
And he is making out Karen. Yeah.
Right.
He's just so creepy in this episode. I don't like him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What about you?
Yeah, so my worst is the same. And my best, I was really tired at this point, but yeah, I liked Brooke too, but I just put Abby just because then we can finally get done with this plot line of who killed Keith, and Lucas doesn't know yet, but now he does. So finally we can like move on to the next part, of this plot line.
Yeah, but the plot is still going.
Yeah, but at least it's not with the anonymous messages that Abby was giving Dan. So at least like he knows and Lucas knows about all of it. Basically, they just don't know each other knows yet.
Yeah. And then what? And then Dan Joris, you said.
Yeah.
And then what's next episode?
Episode 19, Ashes of Dreams You Let Go. Sounds kind of like Nathan of his dreams.
Yeah, but the ashes part sounded like this one when he was burning Keith's grave.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Thanks for listening.
Yep, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks for listening to this episode of Duo Chat. If you want to chime in with your opinion about the episode and the show we discussed, you can email us at duochatpodcast@gmail.com. And to keep up with updates about the podcast, you can follow us on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and subscribe to our channel on YouTube at Duo Chat Podcast. And give us a review wherever you listen to podcasts. We would appreciate it.